I recently got a request to do an updated Playbill collection. That video was everything I had up until January of 2016 in the first Broadway con. Since then, I've seen a few shows, a little bit every year, and so that is going to be what this video is my updated Playbill collection for you. Enjoy. Here are my two Playbill books. I've already showed you my performances book, but since I no longer live in California, I have not acquired any more of those. This is my old book. I showed you guys this last time in my last Playbill, only Playbill video. I ended with Les Mis in January of 2016. It was after Broadway Con, which was after School of Rock. So I will be picking up from that time. So it will start in 2016 and it will end in the beginning of 2018. I don't see that much Broadway. I do not live in New York City, so I don't get tons of chances to get out there, but I do get to go there a lot more than when I used to live in California, obviously. So we're going to start at the end. Some spoilers on the side over here, of course. I did not see falsettos. I have this playbill because my friend Broen gave it to me. She noticed something in the back of the book. I'll show you. So there's an ad for Broadway Con. Oh, pretty big ad. Wow, 2 pages. Look at that in a real playbill. What's that right there? It looks like a Jellicle cat. Yep. That's me from the first Broadway Con. It is advertising the cosplay fashion show. Show off your best Broadway inspired costumes. And she saw it and was like, Jenny, do you want this? And I said, yes, of course I want this. Oh my goodness. So exciting. So wonderful. Thank you, Broen. It's made my day and it lives in the back of my little playbill book forever. Boop, boop, boop. And I did not see falsettos. Kind of wish I had. I wish I'd seen a lot of shows that I didn't see. Okay, so there's some extra little clear protector thingies. All right, so this ticket is from April 30th, 2016, a few weeks after my 30th birthday, and it's Hamilton. And look how beautiful it is. This is signed by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I was very lucky to see most of the original cast on Broadway. I think the only person who wasn't from the original cast was Rory O'Malley, who played King George. So that means I did not get to see Jonathan Groff in the role, but Rory was amazing, so it was all good and nice. And there's a whole video on the experience where I talk about Lynn like making eye contact with me at the stage door to sign this. I've included the video. It's a thing. There's a whole video if you want to know the story, but it lives here and there's my extras here. Do not ask me for them. Next is the Annapolis Summer Garden Theater. This is the theater that is in the city that I live in Annapolis. And I saw them do Rent. So good. 2016 summer season, I got to see them do Rent. It was really, really amazing. I love Rent, and I've seen Rent on Broadway. I just wasn't sure how a community theater was going to pull off that musical, but they did, and it blew my mind. The people at Summer Garden are really amazing. I'm actually going to volunteer with them this summer, and I went yesterday to help clean up. There was a big flood in the theater, and so there's a lot of work that needed to be done. So I lent a hand for a little bit, and yeah, wonderful, wonderful community theater. Next is my fave, Cats. Oh, look at all the beautiful signatures. So I saw the revival 3 times before it closed. This was the first time. This was, I do not have the date in here, but this was that summer, 2016. I went to an Etsy conference in New York City and ended up winning the lotto tickets for a matinee showing of Cats. So I went by myself. I was up in the balcony, but it was great. And I met Old Deuteronomy at intermission, and it was wonderful. Okay, next is the second ever Broadway Con. I have my panel name tag thing in here. Second annual, January 2017. There's a whole bio of me in here because I was a part of the cosplay panel. I talked more about that in my 2017 Broadway Con recap video if you're interested. There's no photos, so I'm not going to pull it out of the thing, but there's a little bio about me, so that's really cool. And then that time when I went, I saw Cats again. Of course. I had to. I was at BroadwayCon and Cats was playing. Of course I'm going to see Cats. I went before BroadwayCon, the evening before, and I went dressed as me Alexander Hamilton, and I had tugger seats, and it was wonderful, and there's a whole video on that experience if you're interested. Oh, but look, so pretty. I love stage dooring shows and telling people how amazing they were. It's so fun. Okay, so that's all I saw during that trip. Next we have, so that was the beginning of 2017. So it's 2016, 2017, it's continuing 2017, April of 2017, I went to New York City with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law because she was looking at colleges, and we saw Waitress. Oh my goodness, so amazing. And if you notice the image here, it is Sarah Bareilles playing Jenna. And that was amazing because that was totally by chance. We had amazing seats. We were in the orchestra. Thank you so much, Trisha. You are amazing for taking us to it. We got little pies. It was wonderful. I absolutely love Waitress. Waitress is so great. We also saw Amelie while we were there. I liked Waitress more. And Amelie also didn't last that long, but oh my goodness, was it amazing. The songs were beautiful. She was beautiful. Oh, so good. So much talent. Thank you again, Trisha. Wonderful, wonderful time. That was a year ago. That was 2017 of April. Okay, so now we are into the summer of 2017. I saw another Annapolis Summer Garden Theater performance, and it was In the Heights. Wow. I've never seen In the Heights before. I've only listened to the music a few times, so I didn't know the plot that well. And they blew me away yet again. So much talent. Not just the actors too, but the set, the lighting, the costumes, everything. Really, really above and beyond for a volunteer-run community theater. I'm so excited to help them out this coming summer. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, it was so good. It was just so good. I loved it. Okay, so then next we have Cats for the third and final time. This was in October. I went specifically to go see Cats with my sister-in-law, with Julianne. I took her to see Cats. The two of us went. We got tugger seats. We wore little cat ears. It was amazing. Look at all the wonderful signatures. So beautiful. Oh, wonderful, wonderful way to say goodbye to my favorite show in its revival. I wish I didn't have to leave, but that's how things are. And then last but not least, right here is the beginning of 2018, BroadwayCon yet again. They're not sponsored by Playbill this time, so it's same size, but not Playbill on it. But I will show you. Oof, it's kind of thick. I think I showed you this in my last video, actually, but that's fine because I like it. So we're gonna put it up here again. Yeah. That's also from the first year. I think they got a lot of good photos of me that first year and just have them in their little folder to use. So that's great. I hope they got some good ones this year. There's quite a few more Jellicles running around. It's kind of thicker than a Playbill, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. I'm keeping it in here for consistency's sake. Because I don't know if I'm going to go to BroadwayCon next year. To be determined. Yeah, and then Cats and Hamilton extras. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that. This is really fun. I miss this. I do. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I have a podcast now, said everyone ever. It's a sports podcast. But it started as a joke. Things that started as jokes that you actually then do. If you're interested, there's a link below. Cat noise.